What's up everybody, it's Sean here, back today to give you guys an early look at the upcoming Asics Gel-Kinetic 2.0 in this Blue Coast colorway. Do you have older grails in your collection that you're a bit afraid to rock because you're not sure when that day is going to come when they're just going to crumble under your feet? Well, the answer to that is a product called Capsule. Today's video was sponsored by Capsule, and they're a new product on the market, which is a sneaker preservation system. It extends the useful life of your shoes by up to 2 times, and it tackles the 2 main reasons why your shoes fade, age, and crumble over time, which is hydrolysis and oxidization. So it's a very simple process, and it looks just like this. So this is the pod that you store your shoes inside, and this is airtight, UV protected, but the secret sauce comes in the form of a cartridge which contains a gas that you inject into this pod. So this not only pushes out any bad air in here containing oxygen and dirt, but then it pushes in that key preservative, which represents the ideal state to have your shoes inside. So this is best used, in my opinion, for those shoes that you wear sparingly, those grail type sneakers that maybe you wear once a year and then the rest of the time they're just sitting on a shelf in a shoebox. So by keeping it in this pod, it allows you to rock your older grails longer. And if you're a bit skeptical, that's totally understandable. I'll link their socials, their website down below. On their website, they actually break down the research that went behind this product. So take a look, do your own reading, make sure you're comfortable with the product. And if you do decide to check them out, be sure to tell them that you heard about them through this channel. So this right here is the brand new silhouette by Asics called the Gel-Kinetic 2.0. It builds upon the Gel-Kinetic Fluent and the Gel Quantum Kinetic, both released in 2025, I believe. But this 2026 model was recently previewed by Asics, but then they dropped on the Capsule Toronto website, which is where I managed to grab this pair. So the colorway for this shoe is Pure Silver and Blue Coast. And on Capsule Toronto's website, they had 2 colorways, but this was the one that I preferred. So these retail for a very pricey 330 Canadian dollars, which translates to approximately 235 USD. That's not cheap. But you'll see throughout this review that there's a lot of tech and a lot of details on this shoe, which arguably may make it worth the price. That's ultimately up to you. So diving into the details of this lifestyle shoe, on the toe box, you'll see how this is covered in this 2-layered mesh. So we have this closely knit silver colored yarn, and then overlaid on top of this, we have this open style gray colored mesh. We have a synthetic silver leather overlay right at the front toe cap, and we have a blue colored Asics logo. And then overlaid on both sides of the toe box, to give it some structure and durability, we have these rubberized fuse overlays in dark gray, and this also covers the eyelets of the shoe as well. The third eyelet from the top, this is a woven style eyelet done in a mix of silver and blue. And then above this, we have another synthetic layer here, also done in that same silver color. Underneath this, on the mid panel of both sides of the shoe, we have the Asics stripe. This is again done in dark gray, blue, and silver. Moving downwards, we have more of that rubberized TPU layer, which covers the bottom of the heel. At the very back of the shoe on the bottom, we have another synthetic layer here with almost like a gradient style finish. Above this, we have a TPU layer, which gives you some structure along the backside of the shoe. And then on the very top of the heel, we have more gray mesh with another Asics logo in blue. In terms of laces, this pair only comes with 1 lace option, and they're an oval shaped gray colored lace. Underneath this, the tongue is covered in an open style mesh for the bottom half. And then on the top, we have this gray colored textile with another synthetic silver layer here with Asics branding once again in light blue. So you'll see how the collar of the shoe, this is done in 2 layers. So we have this inner booty, which is the area that makes direct contact with your foot. This is covered in a gray colored liner. And then we have an exterior layer, which represents that outer shell, giving the shoe 2 distinct layers on the backside. And then for the insoles, these come with a pretty well padded foam lined insole. And then we have these custom graphics, which in my opinion looks like a pressure map of your foot. And on the heel, we have Asics branding in black. So the upper of the shoe sits atop this very intricate chunky midsole, which is crafted primarily out of Asics FF Blast Plus technology. So this is a very lightweight, very bouncy and responsive foam that's commonly used in Asics running shoes. Cradling this foam, we also have a TPU shank plate, which Asics calls their Trustic technology. So this is basically a plastic shell which helps to contain the foam and give you a little bit more structure and rigidity. And then definitely the most unique part about this shoe is the gel technology, which is visible underneath the heel and the forefoot. So according to the website, they utilize scutoid gel, and this refers to the unique shape of the gel where they're not exactly pillars, they're kind of oddly shaped, but it's supposed to help with the cushioning and the impact protection of the shoe. So from different angles, you can see the unique shape of this gel, and it's covered separately and distinctly on both the forefoot and the heel. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so the outsole here is crafted out of a pretty thin rubber. So this is 2 tones of gray, and you can kind of see the exposed gel peeping through the open areas in the middle. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, overall these do run pretty true to size. So in my case, I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I bought these in a size 10 and they fit me very comfortably. It's not too snug and it's not too big. So I feel like even if you have a slightly wide foot, you can go true to size in this shoe, no problem. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so overall, this is a pretty comfortable shoe. You can definitely feel the cushioning underfoot. It has a little bit of a wobbly feel, a very dynamic feel. It's not low to the ground. It's not going to feel very stable. It's not to the level of a Nike Vomero Premium, but Asics models like the Gel-Kinetic 14 or the GT2160 feel a lot more stable compared to these. The cushioning definitely is there though, especially underneath the heel. You can feel the compression of the gel and the FF Blast Plus foam, and you can really feel the responsiveness and the bounce back just from walking around in them. The one thing I noticed though is that it's a pretty heavy shoe. Even holding them, they feel quite substantial. There's a lot of weight to them. So if you're looking for more of a breathable, lightweight, stable shoe, I would stay away from this. But if you don't mind a little bit more heft, a little bit more weight for your shoes, and you like that squishy, responsive feel, then I think you'll really like the feeling of these on foot. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality on this shoe was really nothing special. It's your typical Asics shoe, so we have a bunch of meshes, synthetic overlays, nothing premium, no high-grade leathers, suedes, nothing like that. You're not going to be expecting Asics to slap on some premium leather on a shoe like this. So from that sense, it makes sense. The overall build I thought was fine. I had no issues at all with the build. The stitch job was good. The panels were symmetrical between my left and right feet. No glue stains, and the paint job was solid as well. So it's definitely a very expensive shoe for what you get, but as you've seen throughout this review, there's a lot of tech that's gone into this sneaker, so I guess that explains the higher price point. But ultimately, if it was up to me giving you personal advice, I would probably recommend waiting for these to go on sale, because I don't really see the value in this shoe in paying the full 330 Canadian dollars, but that's just me. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, this is a decent shoe when it comes to a new silhouette from Asics. Am I in love with it? Absolutely not, but I also don't hate it either. I think certain colorways for this shoe can look really, really good. It is a comfortable shoe, don't get me wrong. Ultimately, it just comes down to the very high price point, which is a pretty big turnoff. Looks-wise, I think it's very solid. I love the intricate look of this midsole and the unique shape of the gel especially. So I'm curious to see what colorways they drop down the road, and I'm very curious to see how low these will go on sale, because I can't really see the shoe selling out at this price point. So leave your thoughts down below. Let me know, what do you guys think about the Gel-Kinetic 2.0 and whether this is a shoe you think you would cop for the right price maybe, or are you just not feeling it and it's an easy pass for you? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I've linked my social media accounts down below for you guys to check out and follow. And another shout out goes out to Capsule for sponsoring today's video. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all in my next review.